Hello lords and ladies, boys and girls, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Westeros, my friends. I am your liege lord, the Godless Gamer, and today we are continuing our Game of Thrones series with episode 10. We're following the adventures of House Fairgrave, and so far we've done a really great job. This is going to be a very conquest heavy episode. I'm going to be focusing most of my attention on trying to get conquest, because we want to work for the goal of becoming a king. In order to claim our liege lord's title, we need at least 51% of the counties that make up the Westerlands. So that's going to involve getting a lot of conquest, but conquest should be a little bit easier now that we can start fighting our liege lord directly. Since we're going to be fighting him directly, we won't have to worry about him getting in the way and stopping the wars like he has been. Whenever we've declared a war against somebody underneath our liege, he's pretty much always gotten in the way. I mean, obviously, he didn't get in the way all the time because we've been able to get all this, but a lot of the times, he's made us stop fighting, and that's just been getting annoying, and I'm sick of dealing with that. So from here on out, we're going to start fighting our liege lord directly, and we're going to be start getting big chunks of land each war. Now, I'm going to be spending a lot of time here fabricating claims. I want to get 4 more of them. I want to get Castamere, Barrowmore, Sarsfield, and Oxcross. And then once we get all 4 of these, the next war we fight against our liege, we can get all 7 of these counties at once. And then hopefully that'll tip us over the threshold and give us at least 51% of the counties that we need to claim his title. I'm not 100% sure, but we won't know until we actually try it. So a lot of the beginning of this episode is going to be spent fabricating claims. We're going to be saving money for the war, and we're also going to be building up our army, because last episode we got the innovation that allows us to increase our men-at-arms, and I want to spend some money doing that. So we've got some time before we fight the next conquest, but it's going to be worth it because we're going to be taking 7 counties at once. I'm really excited, guys, so let's go. Let's get into this. Had a very busy between the episodes phase, a very busy realm management phase, and I got a lot of things done. I started raising a few of my sons. My 2 eldest sons are no longer under my care, so I'm now caring for 2 of my other sons. My son Redmond and my son Robert. I'm raising them myself. And I'm influencing their personalities, and it does seem to be succeeding, which is really good. Things are starting off well. My son is also squiring for me, my youngest son. He's my squire, so we have to train him personally. Let's train his swordsmanship. My liege lord is traveling. What else is new? We're making a decent amount of money now. I did hire some spies as well. My wife is a spy in my court. I'm going to try to make sure that I move my steward around as much as possible. We want to increase the development in places. We're making a decent amount of gold, about 23 gold every month. Let's hope that my wife gets pregnant some more this episode. I know we already have a bunch of sons, but we still want a son that's going to be better than my eldest son. He's the most impressive when it comes to congenital traits, so I'm hoping that we eventually have a better son down the line. I'm not holding my breath, but it's still possible. My wife has 16 more years of childbearing, so let's hope that she gives us a better son. One of my duties as regent is to fulfill the mandate set for me by Lord Gregor, which at present demands cold hard cash. I'm not interested in helping my liege lord at all. We're going to be fighting him soon, so no thanks. A spy was recruited. Another spy? How many does that make? I only have 2. I guess I have the option to hire that guy. But we already have a spy in his court. I don't need another one. 1 is good enough. At least for now. My son just got the hunter trait by himself. Nice. I need a new jester. We're still waiting for this count to die so I can re-inherit Madgarick. He's still feeling fine, but I've got the extra domain space for it, specifically for him, for when he dies. It's just taking him forever to die. My spy in his court was discovered. I'm getting another one. A stewardship challenge? We can possibly get a stewardship perk at the end of this. Let's train my son in strategy now. My son's guardian died. His mom can raise him. There we go. Two more men-at-arms regiments to get to full strength. And then we should have this army ready by the time we're about to fight our liege lord. We can grab another men-at-arms regiment. We have space for one more. I still have to decide what we're going to get. But I'll get the last men-at-arms regiment after this war is over. Lady Dionysa of Rook's Rest has risen up against King Aegon. Our spy was already discovered again. My son is getting a not-so-great trait. We have to choose between shy and impatient. I'll take shy every time. This guy rose up on the side of the rebels, and he's right here. We can fight him. We can help the king out a little bit here. Unfortunately, we are going into debt, but we just inherited Madgarick. There we go. And we inherited a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe we can sell some of this. I'm just selling it all for the sake of getting some money. I'm gonna eventually have to repair some of this stuff, but I'm not worried about it. We still have time. Another inheritance. We just inherited a few more items again. This guy had 3 favors of a lady. This money is really coming in handy. It's helping me sustain myself while we're fighting this war. Was I just raided? No, I'm not being raided. The Westerlands is being raided. And they took care of him. Here comes a pretty big army. My son got an astute intellectual education, and I've got him betrothed to somebody, so he's gonna be able to marry her instantly. Let's initiate a battle just to hold them up until our allies get here. Hopefully this wins the war altogether. Not quite. free money. We're at 90% war score. We're almost there. As I lean over to pick up a scripture to study, my son Ryan barges through the door, interrupting my tranquil solitude. Father, you won't believe what I found out about Garth. He pauses to catch his breath for dramatic effect. Why is this guy not my knight? He has 28 prowess. Why is he not a knight yet? Apparently he has a lover. Okay, this is our last claim, and then we're gonna fight our liege lord. So I've taken everything. I've made my contribution. The king will be able to end this war by himself, but in the meantime, now I'm not going to be spending so much money to upkeep my army. Whoops, did I hire crossbowmen by accident? I didn't mean to do that. Let's hire... I would really like to start hiring knights, like armored horsemen, but look how expensive these guys are. I think they're a little bit too expensive for me currently. I'm going to hire some more crossbowmen. They counter heavy infantry, heavy cav, and archer cav. Morgun, an itinerant bard popular with the common folk, has arrived at my court. I'll do this one. Sing the valor of House Fairgrave. One of my prisoners escaped. My son was knighted. I'm going to start dealing with these prisoners now. Oh, my wife is pregnant. That was one of those things that I saw. My wife is pregnant again. We're just about to win. My son Redmond has just finished a lesson held by Robert on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. He seems to have taken the lesson to heart. He wants to be just. So this will be the final personality trait that he gets. All right. My liege lord is traveling yet again. Somebody in the comments of my last video asked me what the Westerman dynasty legacies do, and I guess while we're waiting here, we can take a look at them. She gave me a daughter. Golden Stool, holding taxes plus 10%, improves our archer stats, men-at-arms stats, and mercenary hire cost, building construction time and cost, and at the very end, daily siege progress plus 25%. So, just to answer that question, I never got back to you. Sorry, I apologize, commenter. I never got back to you, but now you know. That's what the Westerman Dynasty Legacy gives us. Let's check out our daughter, our first daughter. The girl with 5 brothers. She's robust and quick. I'm gonna name her after her mom, which is what I tend to do with my firstborn daughter. Or my first daughter. Still got 8 years left of childbearing. My cousin died. Let's do some more swordsmanship training with my son. He lost an experience in knighthood. During our training session, Redmond could not grasp the techniques I was demonstrating. He seemed to struggle with other drills as well, unfortunately. We're working him too hard. Cut him some slack. Our first grandchild? At least I think this is my first grandchild. I'm soon gonna have a second grandchild. So we're starting to have grandchildren, that's good. More people for us to land in the future. You cannot have believed the agents of your spy master would go unnoticed in my court forever. I demand that you cease this rebellious behavior at once. Our liege lord discovered that we were finding secrets. Okay, we'll stop. A secret truth has reached the light of day. My son Ronald has had an affair with my daughter-in-law, Antaria. My son had an affair with his brother's wife. So does that mean that this son, it is, he's got disputed heritage. I guess it doesn't really matter. The son, this kid is benefiting from my first son's amazing congenital traits, but now he's a fornicator. And she's an adulterer. And this kid is an... Wow. Is there anything I can really do about it? Not really. I can get my son married off. I can get my first son married off just to put an end to it. Let's do it. He's not taking the throne anyway, so I might as well just get him married. Robust, genius, comely. She has to be close to him in age. Nobody with 2 traits. Are you seeing this? Nobody has 2 traits. Oh, this woman has 2 traits, but one of them is negative. So I take that back. I think she'll do fine. Her personality... She's a bastard, though. Let's make sure they have... Let's make sure they have children that I can put on the battlefield. So we'll prioritize Amazonian. Alright, now that he has a wife of his own, he can stop messing around with his sister-in-law. We need to move our steward. A grandchild with no traits at all. Poor kid. My son Ryan came of age. I'm gonna ask this son to take the vows. I don't like how he turned out with his personality. It's not great. He's shy, he's chaste, he's sadistic. Let's see if he'll take the vows. He didn't. I'm getting him married. How many sons have we gotten married off? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. We've gotten 4 of them married. We're saving this last one. How old are we? We're 41 years old. My army isn't quite ready yet. I can still upgrade this men-at-arms regiment 4 more times. Let's wait. Let's upgrade it 4 more times and then we'll fight the war. Just gonna take a little bit longer. Such are the accomplishments of Lord Lucas that the High Septon herself officially recognized his instrumental role in the defense and promulgation of the Faith of the Seven's virtues. The Arryn dynasty will be long remembered from its piety and zeal thanks to the impeccable conduct of this great man. Good for you. He gave me a Herculean granddaughter. See, he's already banging his own wife. He's not banging his sister-in-law anymore. Well, he probably could be still doing that, but at least we know that he's focusing his attention on his actual wife. My son is not doing well with his swordsmanship training. I am not helping my son progress to the knighthood. I'm not doing a good job. I'm failing him. We're about to get a bunch more money and a bunch more levies. And we just need 1 more perk and then we're done in the administrator tree. Somebody's trying to kill my knight. The chances are very low. My son came of age. He got a fortune builder education. That's not bad. I'm gonna give him a job. I'll give this son the antiquarian job, and I'll give my youngest son the master of hunt, I guess. It says he'd be excellent. Okay. Armies at full strength. Let's save up some money again, and let's declare war against our liege lord. Who's traveling yet again, should we be surprised? Let's save up like 300 gold. And we have a new liege lord. And you know why he died? Let's see how he died. He died after he got knocked off his horse during a tournament. Alright, I was going to guess that he died during his travels. But he died in a tournament. And now we have a new liege lord. I'm going to befriend my steward. My son hasn't been doing too well with swordsmanship, so let's do strategy now. He still hasn't become a knight. Usually they become knights the second they become an adult. But it's just taking him a while. So here we go. You're gonna get 7 counties all at once. This kid's in debt as well. Another good reason to declare war on him. Whoops. Didn't mean to summon him down here. I'm gonna summon the Reach to help us too. Seized an artifact. We had a genius granddaughter. Somebody's plotting against one of my prisoners? Another granddaughter? Horse riding? Coronation of a new king. In the light of the Seven, I now proclaim Maelor of House Targaryen, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. So we have a new top liege. New Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Another Targaryen. So we got more stewardship, more vassal opinion, +1 diplomacy, parochial vassal opinion. We're getting into the learning lifestyle now. Technically, I didn't have to fight these people, but they were about to take the war target back. They were going to take the capital back. I can't allow that. Why can't I oh, there's a hostile enemy around. Hostile army, so I can't disband my army. Start fabricating new claims now. I'm being rewarded. I like how he's rewarding me now. I just want a war against him and he's rewarding me already. He wants me to be his steward. With pleasure. You can disband now. So we have a lot of land to give away, and now that I married off a few of those sons, and now that we know who's going to take the throne, it's ultimately going to be my youngest son, Redmond. He's going to take the throne. But I can start landing some of these sons, now that I have them married and they've started having children. I have 34 prisoners to take care of, but we'll deal with that after we give away all this land. So we have too many counties. Your realm size is too large for a duke, making you suffer overextension. But we're not going to have to worry about this for too long. We're not going to have to deal with it. Because we're going to become the king soon. Let's actually see if we can claim our liege's title now. We can. Oh, no, we can't. I can claim the High Lordship of Castamere, I can claim the duchy title. But I can't quite claim the kingdom title yet. We still need some more land for that. So we're going to have to deal with this overextension for a little bit. It only affects our income. It affects it by minus 10%. But I think that's going to actually get better once we give away some of this land. Let's give this duchy to a son. So I'll give Deep Den to one of my sons. Reginald. He's already got a son going. He's already got a line of succession going. So we'll give him Deep Den. And I'll give Castamere. I won't give Castamere to anybody, actually. It's a ruin. See, guys? It's a ruin holding. A holding which has been long forgotten and abandoned. A mere shadow of its former self. One may being the ruin reconstruction by interacting with the ruin itself. Whoever I make the Duke of this place would have to spend a whole bunch of money to refurbish the place. I'm just debating, do I want to give this to somebody, or do I want to change the realm, or do I want to change the duchy capital to something else? Just so my son can actually get some use out of it. Whatever, it's not my problem. I'm not controlling it. Robert can take this one. Our overextension is still minus 10%. Becoming a king or an emperor removes it. I guess we technically don't have 50%, or at least 51%. Yeah, I don't care about the duchy title, I care about the kingdom title. I'm not gonna waste prestige doing this. We're just gonna have to keep waiting until we get enough to get the kingdom title, so we're just gonna have to deal with this overextension penalty for a little bit. We're still making a decent amount of money. We have a bunch of prisoners to deal with. I don't even want to look at the screen, but we have to. 27. Let's go through it quickly. Looks like we're going to end up sending a whole bunch of people to the wall, because it's going to make me the most amount of money. I'm getting all of these Lannister people to renounce their claims. Okay. So many people to deal with, but we dealt with them. I'm offering my son a knighthood now. My liege is fighting a liberty war. And it looks like he's losing. I don't know what... Oh no, he's got his crown authority up to 3 again. If he loses that war, we all get a hook on him. We haven't done this yet, and I have plenty of money. I'm gonna fund an expedition to Old Valyria. Voyages into Old Valyria are extremely dangerous. Most that venture into the Smoking Sea do not return, and those that do tell stories of horrible monsters and deadly diseases. Old Valyria is also the only place to recover long-lost Valyrian artifacts. He will be presented with a group of brave explorers that are willing to lead a voyage into Old Valyria and may hire one of them for 500 gold. The leader of the expedition can potentially return with a rare Valyrian artifact, such as Valyrian Steel, a dragon egg, or minor Valyrian artifacts. The leader of the expedition can also be severely hurt, killed, or return with a deadly disease like grayscale. Let's try it. This guy's a coward. Why would I send him? This guy's a coward, too. This guy's brave. I'm sending him. The guy that's married to my sister. Bennett meets me at the docks. He has collected a decent crew and enough men to carry out the voyage to Old Valyria. He bows before me and speaks. Lord Robert, I will not fail you. I will return you with the treasures that were lost long ago in the Doom. You have my word. Alright, you better. I can negotiate some alliances with my sons. My alliance ended with the Reach because the leader died. Did my niece have a child with him? She had 2 children. But we lost this alliance with the Reach now. I can't renegotiate it. But I guess it's pointless at this point, because we're so strong, we can fight our Liege Lord without help. So I guess it's kind of run its course, we don't really need him anymore anyway. But it is unfortunate that we lost that alliance, it was a pretty strong one. I got a learning lifestyle perk, it worked out. Scientific, baby. How close are we to our next legacy? Or to our next innovation? 6 years until we get Noblesse Oblige, and 5 years until we get windmills. Look at my culture, guys. It's spreading by itself. Something I'm not used to in CK3, because in CK3, vanilla, or like just the base game, your culture like never spreads by itself. But we seem to be doing okay here. One less thing for me to have to worry about and focus on. The expedition returns. I hear word that Bennett's ship has been sighted. In time, the ship makes its way to dock. As I arrive to congratulate Bennett for his safe return, I spot him being dragged off the ship by his crew. Something clearly went horribly wrong during the journey. He was maimed. He didn't bring anything back. Oh no, he did bring some. He brought me a dragon egg! One of the crew members approaches me afterwards and brings me to a box that Bennett had set aside for me. I open the box to discover a dragon egg. While it likely will never hatch, this egg is a reminder of what gave the Valyrians their power and gives hope that the might of dragons may one day return. It's a pretty cool looking egg too. Development growth. Disease resistance. I guess it's not great. It's not phenomenal, but I think it's pretty cool that we came back with an egg. I'll take it. It's a trinket. I've got a prize mace, and I've got some prize armor, too. I'm going to give this egg to my son, to the one that's going to take the throne. He can probably get some better use out of it than I can. That'll help with his stress relief. And I'm going to give my old armor to a knight. We're gonna destroy the Lannister house banner. And we're about to hit an hour, lords and ladies. Time went by really fast, but we got a whole bunch of conquest. We're another step closer to claiming our liege's title. I just don't hold at least 51% of the counties yet. But we're getting there. From all my evenings watching stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I've only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times. You can ask for a pardon. Why? What did I do? I'm trying to think. What did I do wrong? Whatever. Let's ask for a pardon. Just so he can't lock us up for whatever we did. I'm not sure what I did, but... Oh, this is against the Iron Throne? What did I do? I hereby pardon you of any and all current crimes in the eyes of the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne in perpetuity. Which means forever. Okay. Alright, lords and ladies. Let's double check our prisoners. We don't have any. We got a little bit older this episode, and we only have 3 more years left to have any more children. So, we've pretty much decided. Sir Redmond, my youngest son, he's taking the throne. We'll let him age a bit, and then we'll get him married off. But there's no rush. I'm going to increase my crown authority now. Let's check opinions. They're all amazing. Alright, lords and ladies. That is going to be the end of this one. Hope you guys appreciated all the conquest we got in this one. And I hope you liked that we got a dragon egg. That was pretty cool. I didn't expect that. I thought at least we would get like a Valyrian weapon, like a Valyrian Steel weapon. That's what I was really hoping for. But I mean, we did get something cool. It wasn't an amazing egg. It was so-so. It was alright. But I'll take it. I don't think it was really worth the 500 gold, but I'll take it. Anyway, lords and ladies, hope you guys enjoyed this one. A lot of conquest. Getting conquest is always fun. Weakening our liege lord is always fun. And, yeah, one step closer to getting towards our kingdom title. But anyway, lords and ladies, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom. Subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. Join us for future episodes of my Game of Thrones series, and I hope to see you guys there. Next episode is episode 11, but until then, have a good one, guys.